Alright, so we're back for another installment of Movie Talk. Alright, here with Cadillac.
What's up?
Alright, so because paying tribute, and it's actually good that we're doing this because, I mean, we both have our own reaction to this character, but Kenny Baker passed away this past Saturday. What day was that? August 18th, I think? No, because that hasn't happened yet. It was the 13th. August 13th. So, natural causes. And for all of your viewers that don't know, Kenny Baker is the gentleman who portrays R2-D2, who did portray R2-D2 in the original 6 Star Wars films, and he was a consultant on The Force Awakens. So, Cadillac, how do you feel about his passing?
I'm very upset.
Because he's your favorite character.
I'm like R2D, I'm pretty sure they use robots now because they have the technology to do that and whatnot, but still, it's not going to be the same. I mean, it probably will be the same, but knowing that there's no one like under there, and he was like the original R2 for the original movies, and I was very heartbroken. Like so many things people are passing this year, and I'm like, who's next? Honestly,
It better not be Stan Lee. That's all I gotta say.
knock on wood.
Yo, before it's too late. So the thing about me with R2 is that, like, I actually didn't get into Star Wars until 6th grade. But I do remember when The Phantom Menace came out, and this is when I was, I was kindergarten, so I think I was like 5 or 6. Yeah, I was 5. I remember that Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell had a promotion for episode 1. It was like, The Phantom Menace was a big deal. And on the pizza box, I remember I saw this robot, and it had the little blue circle, and I was like, oh man, like, and it's a dome figure. I was like, man, this is cool. Like, and what's his name? I remember, now my parents are divorced, but one memory I do remember with my dad is that he got me this pizza box, and it was R2-D2 on it, and that was the first Star Wars character I knew, was R2-D2. I even called, Darth Vader. I called him Dark Vader when I was a kid, because I literally didn't know. But R2-D2, I knew. I knew the sound effects. I thought he was cool. I think he was, like, one of my very first Star Wars figures itself. And overall, like, he has such a, like, feisty, like, personality. Like, he's a main character in Star Wars. And little trivia is that I really feel bad because with Kenny Baker, in the original set when they were shooting in the desert, they actually forgot about him at times, so he'd be stuck in the suit when they went off the lunch. So, I mean, one thing, do you want to say it, how, like, we were going to go to Rhode Island and everything, and just...
Well, yeah, it also stinks because we were going to go back to the Rhode Island Comic Con, and he was going to be there. I mean, rest in peace. It would have been great to really meet him in person, though.
Yeah.
It's a disappointment, but he's in a better place.
My posters?
2 months, we're like 2 months away from meeting him.
No, 3. But nonetheless, still close. Close enough to when we were going to meet him, like... But rest in peace, Kenny Baker. Alright. So also, it looks like Spider-Man Homecoming just released their poster.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that yet? Or?
No, not yet.
Okay, so we'll attach it to the video. But they just released their poster, and I think it looks beautiful. It's very Spider-Man-esque, like your very friendly neighborhood Spider-Man-like. I love it. But more importantly, as a part of the casting, I think, yeah, there it is, that Zendaya, who's attached to the film, she was known up to this point to be playing a character named Michelle, but it turns out that today she's going to be playing Mary Jane Watson. Now, are you familiar with Zendaya? Or?
Ooh.
Yeah, you see the poster, right?
Yeah, I like that.
See? I like the whole like heads up thing, but if you look at Zendaya, like I don't know, her playing Mary Jane, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just wish they wouldn't go that route just yet. I feel like the original like person attached to the movie was Liz Allen, and that is a character from the comics also. Technically, like Peter's first crush and everything. I just feel like because Mary Jane is kind of being shoehorned into the movie, it's going to be in your face, like you know that they're going to get together, all that
Right.
good stuff.
Are they going to put a Gwen Stacy in there, you think?
I don't know yet. I mean, if they do, again, one thing about, I mean, here's the thing, like with the Amazing Spider-Man, like franchise, the two movies that it was, a comic fan like ourselves, when you found out Emma Stone got casted as Gwen Stacy, you know what her fate is.
Yeah.
The moment you see that glider is when the death clock begins. Like it's just like, all right. So, but a normal like movie goer, like I still talk to people to this day that watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and they had no clue that like Gwen Stacy was supposed to die or she was going to die, and I'm just like, wow, you got, to me, like I remember when we were in theaters like rooting for it. I was like, here it
You
comes.
were.
I was like, oh, I just want to see that neck snap. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like her as Mary Jane, though, it just I don't want them to force it. I really would prefer if she's not Mary Jane, if they save that for maybe the sequel or something. But I think she'll do a good job. Do you know what Zendaya looks like, or no? All right, I need to. Yeah, you need to look her up real quick, Cadillac. I can't wait to hear this reaction.
What's her name?
Zendaya.
Just Zendaya?
It's just Zendaya. It's literally just one word.
Images of Zendaya.
Yo, let's. I just can't wait to hear this reaction. All right.
Her?
Her.
Is she on Disney?
She is.
Like that dance thing? That dance thing
Shake
on
It
Disney?
Up?
Shake It Up, thank you.
Yeah, you got to go to images.
She's going to be Mary Jane?
Yeah.
I can't picture her with red hair.
Who's to say it? It's gonna have. She's gonna have red
She
hair.
has to have red hair.
Exactly, you would figure, right?
She has to.
I don't know. Like it just on set though. Like if you look at photos on set, like she doesn't look like she's Mary Jane because she doesn't have the red hair. She just has the brown hair. Like she's a brunette, and I'm like, I guess. Like I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna make her red hair now. I really don't think they're gonna do it.
Marvel does change up a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Julia Roberts.
Sorry, Jared's watching Pretty Woman right now.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Okay, Julia Roberts. Okay, yeah, Zendaya. So, what? Any other news you have, or besides, like, you know what? One thing that I find, you know what I did on my break today?
What?
I was looking up a shit ton of Arthur memes.
No, Arthur memes has totally ruined my childhood. I avoid those things on Facebook like it's the plague.
Yo, they're hilarious though. Like the funniest, like there are so many where it's just like they relate. Like, did you see the fist one where it's like when the customer comes in?
Yep.
Or like 20 minutes before you or 10 minutes before you close, whenever a customer, you hold out your hand for change and the customer puts it on the counter. Yo, the most disgusting one though, when it's DW, it's the common one where Arthur's trying to pull up his pants and DW's in the bed, and then
That's so wrong.
well, it's wrong because you know that they're siblings, but I mean, like, it's like, well, I told you I'm about to nut, and then you wanted to keep on riding. Now you about to be a single mom. I'm just like, damn.
I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh.
Yo.
I think that's every. Yeah.
I feel like Suicide Squad.
Hey,
How
yeah, we can talk about Suicide Squad.
it dropped 67%. Oh, sorry,
Right?
guys. Yeah, just a bit tired. It dropped 60 up. It's contagious. It dropped 67%. And that's not good for Warner Brothers. It did really well. It even beat Guardians of the Galaxy in the box office, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, for the August movies, yeah.
for August movies, yeah. But then that second weekend, it took a toll. I mean, oh, wait a minute. The biggest thing, Jared Leto is completely pissed.
Yeah, I heard he was pissed, but I don't know what for.
He's pissed because of the cut that Warner Brothers came out, and he
Oh,
literally
yeah,
said
like,
verbatim,
yeah,
"Fuck Warner
yeah,
Brothers."
like, I've seen interviews with him about Suicide Squad, and he was saying how they cut so much Joker out
Mm-hmm.
of Suicide Squad. I'm like, well, that's what majority of the fans want to see is this new Joker. So it doesn't make sense why they would cut him out so much.
I mean, you can argue that apparently there's two cuts of Suicide Squad.
And then,
There's yeah,
from my opinion, some of the editing was kind of choppy.
yeah. I mean, I think honestly, the big thing with Suicide Squad is that, for me at least, like, I thought it was generally, like, it was entertaining at times, but as a full, it's a meh movie at most. Like, there are just so many, like, just things where just, like, that are just better. Like, it's unoriginal. It's very dry with some action scenes. Like, it's just so, like, straightforward common. I think the biggest example of, like, bad editing is when they have that one shot where Deadshot is supposed to be a badass, but you see it from, like, the back side of him, so you don't even get to see, like, him, like, really. I don't know. Like, just little things like that. But overall, as a whole, though, like, I don't know. I can understand why the drop happened. I can understand why Jared Leto's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Natasha, we just watched Dark Knight because she was like pro like Leto at first. She was like, oh, well, it wasn't fair to him because like, like he didn't have time for potential. I'm like, yo, but you have to understand. You can have little screen time and make a big deal out of it. Again, Anthony Hopkins and Silence of the Lamb. But the biggest example that relates to this is Heath Ledger as the Joker. He's in the movie for a good, like, I'm going to say not even a third. He only has, like, maybe, like, 25, 30 minutes of real, like, screen time.
Mm-hmm.
But think about what he does in that time. It's a good, like, fourth of the movie. That's all devoted to him and his, what he does. So, it depends on what you do. And honestly, Jared Leto, he's so forgettable. Like, you forget the Joker's even in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be the fault of editing, but if DC's like taught us something, the director's cut, like when it comes out on DVD, they can't be your saving grace all the time though.
True.
Like, oh, we'll explain it in the director's cut or the Ultimate Edition cut, where we're gonna make you buy it like 5 times. Or sorry, we'll make you buy it, but like we'll hype it up, but honestly, it's not a lot. Like, I haven't seen the Ultimate cut yet. I want to. But I heard from so many people that it adds little things here and there, but overall it's the same bad movie.
Hmm.
So, there's that. I'm trying to run down the list. Okay, what else we have? Geez, any more deaths, I guess? I feel like news-wise, I don't know if we should... Go ahead.
Sausage Party.
Oh, that scene that's like... I think we can talk about it now.
But yeah.
So,
For those who haven't seen Sausage Party, we're just gonna spoil it like within the next 5 minutes or so. So 3, 2, 1, spoiler time. The last 5 minutes of Sausage Party, that 5 minute long orgy. Uh,
yeah,
I'm like, I will only go back to see it just to see other people's reactions to this movie.
which happened tonight, actually. Yeah, like right after our review for War Dogs will actually be up on the site in a bit, but I was gonna say that when watching Sausage Party, like again the last scene, it's so much to take in. Like I think like there are funny scenes where it's like Craig Robinson's Mr. Grits. He's like, yeah, take that cracker, and I'm just like, oh shit. But then there's literally like it's a good 3 minute orgy where Frank, the main character, gets strapped up to the taco and goes inside the bagel, inside Brenda the bun, and then inside the floppy fuck, I like to call him. the balls in the face. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what is like,
happening here?
jeez. Then he blows onto into the blow. I was watching in detail this time. He literally, I thought it was he blows into her vagina. He actually blows into her asshole
Mm-hmm.
and just makes and literally the the boat noise like.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. The flappy fuck is eating out the taco. Um, the
Taco's eating out the hot dog bun.
oh yeah. While
She had her eye on that bun for a while.
while the other three jerk off, it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's just, I wish somebody would post. Nah, I'm not. I'm not trying to post that on YouTube. But when it does go on YouTube, like, it's quite a show.
Do not bring your kids to see this movie, please.
Don't bring your kids. Bring your babies.
It's worse. Also, I'm just saying, thank you. This goes out to all the Guys Night fans out there, but I I've been keeping an eye on the YouTube page, and we have 30 subscribers now.
Yeah.
And we're steadily climbing up there. I mean, I know we have a bunch more listeners on Podomatic and iTunes. Those are our biggest listeners, but thank you for the people who are out there subscribing to us on YouTube. It means a lot. Like, we won't let you guys down. I just want to say thank you to the fans, because none of this would be possible without you guys, and we really appreciate you guys and all your support. So keep up the good work. We'll keep bringing on the content.
Yeah. I think I was gonna get into politics, but I said either way, my views are, I can't be biased there, so
I'd rather not.
yeah. But so I'll just pass on that. But yeah, that pretty much concludes movie talk. It was a really dry week. Like I can't think of anything that really happened. There's no kind of event or anything of that sort, movie wise, that I can think of. So I guess that concludes this week for movie
Any
talk.
TV shows?
You know what? Oddly enough, Chelsea posted up something from Gotham. I don't know, is like a mock up of the Joker or anything? Is he on Gotham or?
There is someone named Jerome who everyone believes he is the Joker.
Red hair, right?
Red hair.
Yep.
If you watch Gotham, you guys know who I'm talking about. He makes a really good TV Joker. I mean, a lot of us think that he'll become the Joker. I need to catch up on Gotham. The last episode I saw was when they introduced Mr. Freeze. But I did hear Jerome may be coming back. Don't quote me on this, because like I said, I think I have like another 8 or so episodes to watch before the new season starts. Sadly, all my fall TV shows are coming back in like October. Flash season 3, Supergirl season 2. I really can't wait for this huge DC crossover with Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, Green Arrow, Supergirl. I can't wait for that huge mashup. But yeah, like right now, I'm just waiting for the fall to get here. My fall show's back.
Well, it's funny you mention that because in Rhode Island Comic Con they actually announced Jeffrey Dean Morgan is coming. For all of our Walking Dead fans out there, he's playing Negan. And the ending of season 6 of Walking Dead, Negan took that big old baseball bat with barbed wire on it and smashed somebody's head in. Yeah, so if you read the comics, you know it's Glenn. TV-wise, we're not sure yet, but maybe, well, Rhode Island Comic Con's November, so in the fashion of how Walking Dead is with, like, the build-up, because they know that a lot of people want to know who it is that passed away, I'm only going to assume that maybe they will reveal it in the first, like, season opener, but I'm only going to assume that nobody is going to know who really killed him until, like, maybe, like, 4 episodes into it. So maybe Guys Night will report it first, like, who Negan kills, with the shout-out to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but I think that's the only fall show I'm looking forward to. Movie-wise, I think, well, next week we have Down Beneath, I think it's called, about the blind man.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Don't breathe. I think
Don't
it's-
Breathe, that's what it is. Yeah, we have that. I'm excited for that because honestly, the summer's pretty much over.
Yeah.
It
Fall's
was
here.
fast, yeah.
People going back to school. School's starting back up again. Christmas coming around the corner.
Mr. Rillo needs to get back in the classroom.
You're on camera.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, it's a recording. Oh, speaking of which, you were mentioning Gotham. I was going to mention this earlier. So, Harley Quinn was cast.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy's been cast too, an adult.
Oh, damn.
Poison Ivy's been cast for Gotham as well. So I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this.
Yeah.
Given that they already have an Ivy there, who's a little girl, unless there's like a time skip or something. But I can't wait to see what's going on there.
And then I'm going to be... All right, so before we sign out, I am going to clarify something, because something actually happened. Cadillac wasn't here for the podcast for seeing War Dogs, but oddly enough, and out of all respect, an old... if you guys have been following up with all of our things, we're going to clarify it right now. If you watch any of our earlier episodes, there are a couple on there, like a good, maybe 9 or 10, where we had a podcaster by the name of Dan the Man. And since then, he's separated. He separated from the group because of causes. Not going to go into detail because of respect, but it was nice for our fellow podcaster Dan the Man to actually join me for the podcast for War Dogs. Now he wasn't there for the recording, but he did sit with me, and out of all due respect, it was nice to see him again. I'll just throw that out there for any of our viewers that are listening, and because it has been on my mind, and I'm just I really should say something about it, and out of all due respect, just thank you for coming, if he is listening, and as a clarification to any of our viewers who are watching them chronologically, that is why. So,
You know what? I have something to say also. Now, this is up to the fans themselves, because we want to bring you guys more content and whatnot. So this goes out to our YouTube guys, our Twitter guys, our Podomatic, our iTunes guys. Hit us up on our Facebook page or Twitter. Would you guys be interested if we reviewed any specific TV shows or video games? Or what do you think about certain TV shows or video games? I would like to hear what you guys have to say, or what TV shows you guys think we would like to review. But yeah.
damn, I'm trying to review Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman.
You won't stop looking at her.
I can,
You creep.
I don't even care. 1990s Julia Roberts is looking pretty fucking sexy. Looking all dazed and confused.
You know your girlfriend listens to this, right?
She's not listening to this podcast. If I was a billionaire, I'd tear up that ass so much. Okay, I'm getting carried away. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
And Cadillac.
All right, and remember, we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time, we're out.